Hi, Soul Family. It's a quiet day for me today. I'm a little bit tired. I've done my morning hike. We're gonna wait till the clouds cover a little bit before our afternoon hike. I've been out in my garden. The sky can't decide whether it wants to rain or not, so I've got my stuff covered up and keeping my plants watered. I'm enjoying my chia seeds. They're so beautiful. They've turned into the most beautiful plants in every single pot. If I have a garden, when I get my garden in my own land, in my own place, I will definitely purposely plant chia seeds. Super power food. Okay. Do you know that plants they have a brilliant mind, and I drink from this chia water every single day. Actually, apple cider vinegar, chia seeds, and my water. And I was sitting outside at my little cottage where I was staying before I came here, and I looked at my plants next to me and they were dry, and I didn't want to go all the way back in the house, so I just poured some of the water out. And I must have done it to all my plants, because all my plants have my chia plants growing in them. But if your mouth touches the seed of the plant and then you plant it, the plant will grow to what your body needs. So that plant is growing for me, and whatever my body requires, it will adapt itself to what I need. It's pretty freaking interesting, right? Pretty cool. I know that I could live off of chia seeds and water. If I had a water source, chia seeds are a superfood. They are filled with omega fatty acids, and they're a superfood. They're amazing. And I can live off of that. I could just have that all day long. I would not be hungry. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Items to choose from. Geez, I never even thought of 1, 2, 3. That's kind of boring, isn't it? All right, hold on. What can we have? Okay. You just want attention. You don't want my love. I'm all up on you. Somebody is either really doing that, somebody's just coming around wanting someone's attention, and they have no interest in anything else. You know, when somebody walks away, it's like, geez, I like attention. I want attention. And if you're not giving it to me, I'm going to come around and get it. But then once I get it, I'm out. Or they actually truly do want this person, but they're concerned that they really don't want anything more from them, but just attention. Woo, there's first message. All right. Okay, the items that we're going to choose from. Geez, I could have used my incredible crystal cluster that I made yesterday. My friend Sebastian Wolf and I comprise this. Maybe I will. This is one. The wolf looks like he's cradled in a bag of crystals and the halo over his head, right? The divine stag is down in front. Or it's the wolf that's protecting the divine stag that's down, completely hidden in the bag of crystals. So there's one item. Second item, Dragonfly dreams. Hold on to your dreams. They're sound and valid, and you deserve to see them fulfilled. Here we have, this is Prehnite as well, which is what I've got in my crystal that I'm wearing. This is Muscovite mica from Idlewild, California, set in quartz. And this is escaping me right now. I can't think of the name of that right now. And then here we have rose quartz, the greatest love stone of all, and another dragonfly. Can you see that? Also on Muscovite mica and clear quartz crystal. So those are the three. We've got one here for that one. We'll just do it like this. I picked another crystal cluster, but maybe that'll be, I don't know. I guess we could do a fourth one. We'll see. I don't want to spend a lot of time. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the rose quartz dragonfly. For those who chose the rose quartz dragonfly. I love these. They're rough and rugged, and then polished and beautiful. A little of both. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Wow. Maybe there's a different deck for this one? Yes? Okay. Different deck. I'm gonna use this deck. powerful just one time. For those who chose the rose quartz crystal. Oop, there we go. Well, you're not taking all of them, but you'll get one. All right. And it was upright, so when I turn it over, it's not. I'll flip it. And then we'll do, I guess, the Moonology for my. I'll take this off so you can actually get a good look at it. It's pretty flippin' amazing. There are two crystal points here, and then another behind here. And this is Faden quartz crystal right here, Prehnite. There are two Swarovski crystals, one big one, one little behind. And this is Tiger's Eye, the wolf. Okay, correct for neutrality. That thing's so powerful, I had to take it off yesterday. The energy coming off of it was so intense. Correct for neutrality. Sebastian Wolf, my friend. You can find him on my page if you're interested in having him wire wrap. He does amazing work. Correct for neutrality. He can wrap your own, or he's got a lot of beautiful pieces of his own that are for sale. That one? All right. Okay. So, the first message we got is from the Sacred Traveler. This is for those who chose the Prehnite, Muscovite mica on the quartz chunk with the dragonfly. And the message is in the flow, staying in the flow. I've been doing a lot of reading today about being in the flow. Are you in the flow? If you're in the flow, you're just chill, you're relaxing. This can either tell you to get in and stay in the flow, or it's telling you that you are in the flow right now. So if you are in the flow right now, you're not pushing, right? You're just kind of chilling, you're just kind of going along, you're allowing. You're in a state of allowing. And you can feel when you're in the flow because everything just kind of smoothly moves forward, right? So it could be that you need to let go and allow yourself to float. Just get into the stream, says the secret, right? Get into the stream of the vortex and enter the flow. Now, maybe you are entering a period of time in your life where it's going to be easier. You're not going to have to paddle so hard. Spirit is definitely telling you, if you're in the flow, it's going according to the way Spirit wishes it to go. Everything's unfolding the way it should, and they're in control. They are in control of the flow. We are not, right? This is also the time. If you're in the flow, you're not trying to, like I said, you're not digging your oars into the stream. You're not trying to control the events outside of around you. You don't have to. This is also letting you know that you don't have to dig your oars into the stream because you've got Spirit to help you. I had a giant Archangel Metatron show up today in the clouds. It was pretty amazing. And sometimes maybe you don't want to push offshore and get into the flow. You're not quite sure what's going to happen. If there's going to be a swirling dip, if there's going to be a waterfall that you're going to go off. But Spirit says, look, we're urging you. Take a risk. Let go. Get into the flow. You don't have to do anything to make anything happen. You're safe if you get into the flow. They're also telling you, be like water. Water can, if there's a giant obstacle in front of you, it'll flow around the obstacle, right? You don't have to hammer it. You don't have to try and dig your way through it. If there's something that's not falling into place for you the way you want them to, let go of it. Just relax. Like today, my business line is quiet, so I'm like, all right, I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just gonna be in the flow. I'm just going to relax. Maybe it's not the right time right now. You know, maybe right now the calls that I would get would be toxic, and they wouldn't do me any good, and they wouldn't be listening to me anyway. So when you're in the flow, you're not swimming against the current. You're not trying to jump upstream. You're not doing anything outrageous, right? You're enjoying. You're floating. And if you don't feel good floating right now, maybe you're looking at things too deeply. Maybe you're being too critical. Maybe you're being too pessimistic. So the way to get in this is to focus on what you're grateful for. I was looking out my window as I was sitting here listening to different things, and I don't know if you can see. Can you see my prayer flags? I love it when the wind blows through here. All the prayer flags go flying. And it's so beautiful. And I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking at the chia plants. And when the wind hits the chia plants, the flow that they're in, it's like that's what I'm supposed to do. It's just it's an easy, graceful movement, right? So that's what Spirit's asking for you to do right now. Get into the flow, or things are about to start flowing easily for you. So just chill out, just relax, it's all good. So for those who chose the rose quartz Dragonfly Dreams, if you probably can't see with the lighting, but this is so beautiful. The crystal, this is from my river of crystals up in my place in Pine Cove in Idlewild. I freaking love it there. It's such, I wish I could go there today. Okay, see, this was turned around, but it wasn't. We got it in the upright. So cleaning house. Now another thing I did today was I was sitting outside working with my little Sedona stones. These are the Sedona stones. Right, so I was like going through them, and the ones that weren't smooth enough I was hucking out, and I was getting a little more picky, right? So as I was out there, the mosquitoes were coming up, little bloodsuckers, and they were biting me. I got a bite on my arm. I don't know if you can, I'm not going to show you, you can't tell probably, but, and so I lit my sage wand, because I figured I'll smoke them out. It's interesting, cleaning house. I was energetically cleaning house. Some little bloodsucker was kind of trying to attach to me, and I thought, nope. I'm not gonna, and I told them, I'm not gonna spray you with poison, but I'm gonna smoke you out with my sage stick. So they left me alone after that, which is energetically what we can do for cleaning house. I don't have to attack you with the same kind of poison that you send at me, right? But I'm gonna smoke you out by using something that protects me, my sage wand. So there may be something right now that you need to do. Like I still have to go through my closet, my fall clothes and my winter clothes. It's not too bad, but maybe there's something in your house that's cluttered that you need to declutter. Maybe you got to get rid of things that you don't really want. And there are a lot of things in there, like my clothes that I don't really need, that I don't really want. Because when you let go of energy of anything that you're not using or it's not working for you, you allow for new energy to come in. Is there anything that you need to tie up, any loose ends? I was just thinking today, it's coming upon September tomorrow, the next day, so tax time is coming, right? So I started thinking, well, I'll have to talk to her about my taxes. I do my taxes at the end of the year because she just always has, and that way I avoid everybody's panic, when they do the taxes in the spring. Anyway, so is there something that you need to do? Are there any thoughts or emotional baggage that you need to let go of? You can literally sweep out the energy out of your house. It's like the intention and the physical action is actually doing that. And when I was smoking out the bloodsuckers, I know that the mirror that I'm showing, there's somebody's trying to attach to me. It's a bloodsucker sucking my energy. Now that's the truth. That's why I said maybe the calls I'm not getting today, because I was saying it was taking my energy. It wasn't helping me, and they weren't listening to spirit. It was just toxic negative energy, and I didn't want any of it. So I asked for that. So now it's a little quiet. So right now I'm just going to enjoy that. So what do you need to sweep out or clear away in order to allow positive energy into your house? I like spring cleaning. I like cleaning. That's what I do. I'm a cleaner. I'm a cleaner in other people's lives. I help them clean away, what it is that they may not be looking at that needs to be removed, right? So maybe if you look at something also, maybe you've put something aside and you've recognized now it's of great value, actually. I haven't looked at this for a while. These are important to me, like these. They were up on my shelf. I have them displayed because I love them. But I needed to bring them out and look at them again and remember. I miss Idlewild. I think maybe I need to go back. Go visit my friend, right? So what is it that you need to discard? What is it that maybe you need to bring out and revisit and appreciate? And Spirit says it's time to get really honest with yourself. What is in my highest good? What works for me? What does nothing for me? What takes for me and doesn't give back? And then the song that began just now. This guy is pretty disgusting the way he speaks about women. It's gross the way he talks about them. They're sex toys to him to be discarded. He throws them out and he thinks he's the shit. That guy doesn't need a place in anyone's life. He needs to be swept out the door, right? I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. If that's your attitude, I don't want anything to do with you, and I never will. So then, let's go to the wolf and the divine stag and the power of crystals and the beauty of artwork, right? Handmade. I love the power of crystals. I love this piece. It's a big piece. I was wearing it as I was walking my path today, and I thought, God, it was made for a man. It's a man's piece, but it's also could be just a meditation tool, right? It's amazing. I love it. So for those who chose that, I obviously did. Spirit says, show the world the real you. So is there something about yourself that you're holding back? Full moon in Aquarius. So it could have something to do with an Aquarius. It could have something to do with the fact that emotions are running high, because when there's a full moon, that's a culmination of something, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be that particular time right now, but it's telling you that something maybe is reaching a state of completion. There may be emotions running very, very high, filled with emotion, but it talks about movement as well. Somebody, no more hiding. Get out and show everybody who you truthfully are. You've got something to share. Aquarius. My stepfather was an Aquarius, and they're the dreamers, the entrepreneurs, hard workers generally. I mean, not everybody is the same, right? But so maybe there's something that you're holding back about yourself. The message is about detaching from a situation that you're concerned about. So if you're going to focus on yourself, you're taking your attention away from whatever it is that you're worrying about, right? I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to show the world the real me. Maybe somebody's keeping you at a distance. Like this guy who's talking. Ugh. It's not bad though. Spirit says allow things to unfold. There's something changing. There's something in progress. There's something reaching a culmination. And you're not to be concerned about it, even if it feels uncertain. And uncertainty makes you nervous. Spirit's saying right now, like that guy that he thought he was all that in a bag of chips and he was gross and disgusting. Spirit says there are beautiful things about yourself. Focus on the beautiful things in you. Maybe in the way that guy was, maybe that's not who that guy was. Maybe that's just how he's acting, right? He's very aloof. He's very detached. He's acting like people don't count, like they don't matter. That's what he's putting out there. But when somebody acts that way, they're definitely coming from a place of fear. There's issues. So, and then the song right now. When the Hennessy's gone, all I think about is you. So, yeah, the person is acting all that, but then when they get away from, that tough act, they come right back and they focus on who? Who's in the middle of that moon? You are, right? So whatever it is for you, maybe you're being too aloof. Maybe you're being too detached. Maybe you're acting like an asshole, like that guy, right? And that's really not who you are. So be aware of the image that you're projecting. Show the authentic you to the world. Maybe it's time to move on. Get prepared to move on from maybe that kind of energy that's around you, right? Spirit's also saying, as you're focusing on yourself here, romance yourself. I'm going tomorrow. I got a call from my regular nail lady. She was moving to Phoenix, and she just called me, and she said, hey, we haven't gone. Do you want your nails done? I said, yeah, I do. I do. My nails look like crap. I would love to have them done. So I'm going to focus on beautifying and romancing myself. That's self-love, right? Oftentimes, this is about, I can't seem to say goodbye. You're too much in your head. Get out of your head. Get into your heart. They're also telling you that right now, somebody's back is turned here. Maybe it looks like you're super busy and you're focused on yourself, and there's actually somebody in your life that needs you. This song is saying that, I do all this stuff to distract myself, but then when it gets right down to it, all I can think about is you. Trust me, I tried. I try to put it away. If I give you a call, don't hang up tonight. Somebody needs you. So maybe pay attention, be aware. Don't turn your back. So there's two things. Something also might suddenly about to take a turn. It might flip on you. Somebody that had their back turned to you may now, after hearing this, or Spirit has given them another nudge in another way, recognize, wow, I didn't realize I was putting off that kind of energy. I didn't realize that's how I was being read. I didn't mean for that to happen, because they're saying there's a situation that's going to take a very unexpected turn. So full moons are all about releasing. We release what doesn't work. We release what's not working for us. We let go, whatever that is. But with this coming in, Spirit says it's tripling that message. There's a lot that needs to be released. Maybe you need to express yourself, right? This is the opposite of being clingy. This is either you need to let go, or someone is thinking they're the ones who need to let go of something. Maybe they're thinking, you know what? I'm going to let go of you. Because in all truth, you may not realize the image that you're putting out there, but that is the image that you're putting out there. And I don't like that image, so it doesn't work for me. You can do whatever you want in your own life, but I'm thinking maybe it's time I let you go. So what needs to be let go in your life? What's the right thing that needs to happen right now? Whether that's you doing the unexpected thing or the unconventional thing, or whether that's turning around and opening up and showing the truth of who you are, or whether that's completely detaching and moving on. It's your call. You know your story. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, good. We're just at like 20 minutes. If this resonates with you, please click the like button, the subscribe button, so that you get notified of the videos, and share so other people get this information. If you'd like help with a reading, all the information is down below. Don't want to let you out of my head. See, somebody's telling lies to themselves, and they need to be authentic. It's time to come true.